On the Edmonds waterfront, Puget Sound fills the view, and the Olympic Mountains sit straight ahead. Today, we're counting down 5 greater Seattle suburbs buyers often overlook, from Seattle's edges to nearby cities across the Sound and North-South Corridor. These are places that can get skipped when the surge stays locked on Seattle, Bellevue, Redmond, or the most talked about East Side names. The trade-offs are different in each one: water access, county lines, commute patterns, older downtowns, and the kind of day-to-day setting that changes how a home search actually feels. Number 5. Poulsbo. Poulsbo, pronounced Poulsbo, sits on Liberty Bay in Kitsap County, and it is the smallest of the 4 cities in Kitsap County. That alone gives it a different feel from the suburbs clustered directly east or north of Seattle, which is one reason buyers scanning the greater Seattle area can miss it. Its typical home value is around $671,765, according to Zillow in 2026, and its walk score is 76, according to Walk Score in 2026. The trade-off is clear. You are looking across the water from the Seattle core, but you get a real bayfront city with its own identity, instead of just another extension of the same metro pattern. Number 4. Mukilteo. Mukilteo sits in Snohomish County on Puget Sound, between Edmonds and Everett, about 25 miles north of Seattle. Buyers often know the name because of the ferry and the waterfront, but it can still get passed over when the search map jumps from Seattle straight to Everett, or locks onto Edmonds first. Zillow puts the typical home value at about $938,858 in 2026, while Walk Score puts it at 54 in 2026. So this one is about a very specific trade-off: a Puget Sound setting and a position between 2 better-known neighboring cities with a more car-oriented pattern than the higher Walk Score suburbs. Number 3. Edmonds. Edmonds is in the southwest corner of Snohomish County, facing Puget Sound and the Olympic Mountains to the west, and that view is a major part of its day-to-day presence. It tends to get talked about for the waterfront, but buyers can still underrate it if they assume every north of Seattle suburb is the same kind of bedroom community. Its walk score is 91, according to Walk Score in 2026, and its typical home value is around $1,165,802, according to Zillow in 2026. The reason Edmonds ranks this high is that it combines a recognizable downtown and waterfront setting with a suburban location, creating a different search profile than neighborhoods inside Seattle proper. Number 2. Auburn. Auburn sits mostly in King County, with a small portion crossing into Pierce County, which already makes it easy to overlook if a buyer is using county lines too rigidly. It is part of the South End conversation, but it does not always get the same attention as the East Side or the waterfront suburbs north of Seattle. The city had 87,256 residents in the 2020 census, with an estimated 85,513 residents in 2024. Walk Score puts Auburn at 86 in 2026, which is a strong signal for buyers who are comparing everyday access, older commercial corridors, and a city structure that is not just cul-de-sacs and isolated shopping centers. Number 1. Everett. Everett is the county seat and the most populous city in Snohomish County, and it sits about 25 miles north of Seattle as one of the main cities in the metropolitan area and the Puget Sound region. That main city status is exactly why it gets the top spot here. Buyers may think of it as separate from the Seattle search, when it is very much part of the larger metro conversation. Zillow puts Everett's typical home value at about $562,035 in 2026, and Walk Score puts it at 95 in 2026. For buyers weighing property trade-offs, Everett stands out because it offers a true city framework north of Seattle, rather than a small residential pocket that only functions as a satellite. So the 5 overlooked Seattle area suburbs are Poulsbo, Mukilteo, Edmonds, Auburn, and Everett. Each one sits differently in the greater Seattle map: across Liberty Bay, along Puget Sound, in southwest Snohomish County, across the King-Pierce line, and up in one of the region's major northern cities. The common thread is that all 5 can get missed when buyers focus only on the loudest names in the market. What did we miss? Which suburb, neighborhood, or specific waterfront, downtown, or local spot would have made your top 5? If you found this helpful, tap the like button and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives that compare the actual trade-offs from place to place. Tell me what Seattle topic you want next. Overlooked East Side pockets, South End value plays, waterfront towns, or a full deep dive on one of these cities. Every number in this video is sourced, and you'll find the links in the description.